Welcome to ED 584, and this is Module 8. So let's go ahead and get started. I will share my screen. There you go. The photo is one I took a couple years ago, mid-March of 2020, right as we were starting to shut things down with the pandemic here in Idaho. And was out for an afternoon walk, late afternoon walk. A shower came through and it provided this beautiful rainbow over the Boise Depot above downtown Boise. So that's the photo for this time. So let's go ahead, let's get into this module. The purpose of this module is to continue our study of the different forms of the ANOVA. And we specifically focus on the within subjects ANOVA and that analysis procedure. And this is also referred to as the repeated measures ANOVA, where the one way between subjects allowed us to compare independent groups. The within subjects ANOVA allows us to compare related groups and is similar to the related t-test in its purpose. Assumptions of the within subjects ANOVA are similar but different from that of a between subject ANOVA and should be closely reviewed. When working with SPSS, you'll find that the organization of the data for within subjects ANOVA needs to be structured in a different manner than how it was done with the between subjects ANOVA. For a within subjects procedure, each factor level should be recorded in SPSS as its own variable. In other words, if the research involves a factor with 3 levels, the data set will need to have at least 3 separate variables, 1 for each of the factor level. If it has 4 levels, then the data set would have to have at least 4 separate variables. Thinking back on the between subjects ANOVA, you'll note this is a different way to organize the data in SPSS. And what I will tell you, and I've said this before, but the more practice you get, the more application, applying it to data, using the practice problems from the textbook, using the practice problems on the assignment, and then moving to your own research when you collect and gather your data and putting these methods, these procedures to use, providing the practice, which will give you experience for down the road. So the directions for this is to review the objectives and scan through the assignments. For the readings from the statistics for the behavioral science, it will be chapter 13, analysis of variance, one way within subjects, repeated measures design. And then we have the supplemental PowerPoint, which we'll get in here and get this up for you. There it goes. Again, chapter 13, analysis of variance, one way within subjects, the repeated measures design. So let's go back. And then have a video on the one way within subjects ANOVA.
Within subjects, factors involve comparisons of the same subjects under different conditions.
So let's get back into our module 8. And then you go in and the reflective commentary. And then the things to think about as we move into module 9. A couple reminders: the draft research proposal is due March 15th. That will be a couple days after the conclusion of this module. And then also we're a short 2 months away from the deadline for a final project and presentation. And I've included links to information for those assignments. And remember, there will be a paper, which will be a draft of a methodology chapter, and then you'll be required to give a presentation. As always, feel free to let me know if you have any questions. Also, we are getting near the midterm of the semester, so please check on your points and let me know if there are any assignments that you have submitted that are not showing in your grades. Take care. Talk to you later.